It's cold. It's cold, people. Everything's frosty. Just brought Sally in a hammock. She stayed in her tent all last night, but she did not turn down the invite into the hammock this morning, did you? No, you didn't. You're so baby. But I kept checking the weather report last night and into this morning, and it was like 19, but with the wind chill, it was more like 12. And I'm not certain if that's like at this elevation, so slept pretty good actually, other than just waking up and having to use no bathroom in the middle of the night, which is never a pleasant experience, but it's especially unpleasant when it's this cold. Trying to delay the inevitable and having to get up and pack in the cold, but at least the sun is out. And it's like I say, this is a really nice campsite. There's so many stars last night, and it was just gorgeous. And also, one of my stakes came out of the ground last night and I couldn't find it, so I ended up having to use a stick. But anyway, we'll just lay here and enjoy the morning sun. Try to get warmed up as much as possible before we hit the trail. So I didn't catch it on film, but we all three were sharing this hammock. Listening to a sermon this morning. Sally is not too happy about being outside the hammock right now. Mom is all wrapped up. Yep. And yeah, time to see if we've got ice blocks. The water we had in Sally's extra bags is froze solid. So we'll check what we packed up in my pack and see if it's froze, if we have water for today, or we're just gonna have to go dry again. So anyway, we'll get on it. So I guess just to give y'all an idea, these are frozen solid, both, and they've been sitting in the sun all morning. So we'll hopefully our water bladders are not the same way. We'll go over here and get our food bags down. Alright, all ready to head to Hensley. This is a really nice campsite. So this is Chadwell. I don't know if well, yeah, you saw it in the video. So Chadwell Gap. I don't know, like if you could set up maybe over there too. Kind of looks like there's a fire ring over there. Anyway. Really nice area. Hammock and tent friendly. No, it had to be up the hill. Now to find our way out of camp. Cause I know we came walking down the hill. Oh, maybe it's right there, I see. Oh, that sun feels good.
That's so good.
It didn't seem like it. It wasn't as many as it was white rocks, I don't think. Alright. Head on up to Hensley. I love this Lightheart gear fleece. I love the turtleneck thing that comes up. Fantastic. Look at all that green moss there. I guess this is Hensley. So we walked straight past this campsite. Had no clue it was here. Isn't that crazy? Well, there's definitely several campsite options here. So there's one there. Got this one in the middle. No, I mean, we could hammock here. Not too bad. We got 2 or 3 options, but just the thought that we completely walked past it, couldn't even see it, you know. Huh. It's amazing what you miss when it's pouring down rain and you're tired. Alright, so there's where we would have come out. But last time we went in through by the Indian rock house, but keep going that way to the... This is a pretty walk though. Brussels sprout salad, cranberry sauce, and the brown sugar pecan pie. You know how cold it is? The mud is solid. I mean, like it's not even collapsing under my weight. It's a little chilly. Says Mom. Says me too. It's cold. Like it's very hard to feel motivated. It's very hard to feel motivated to leave camp when it's cold. It's like, no, I don't want to leave my warm, comfortable nest. But I mean, the hammock setup did good. Realized I need a second 0-degree underquilt. The 20-degree with the 10-degree bag just wasn't good enough. But I mean, I stayed warm for the most part, but I could have been warmer. But I mean, it's been a beautiful trip though. I'm glad we came. We got to see some snow on the ground. Blue sky, thank God for that. Finally get to see Hensley Settlement in the daytime without threat of lightning strike. What do you think about it so far, Mom? Beautiful. Beautiful. What's in a big bowl of chili would be good right now, wouldn't it? Oh, I see the settlement. That wasn't a bad walk at all. Nice little uphill. It wasn't too bad.
We could have used a little bit more uphill.
But just enough to...
We're grateful that we made it.
Yep. And just...
Survived a windy night.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a consistent like 10, 20 mile an hour wind last night. So I'm sure the wind chill was probably well below 15. I'm guessing, I know according to one weather app it said it felt like 12. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was colder than that. But anyway, we'll explore around the settlement and just see what all there is to see here. See, here's where we were splish splashing. I did the splish splash video. No splish splash today. Just ice. I don't think I want to chance my foot going down through icy though. Oh, maybe we could throw away our trash while we're here. So, okay, so you come in here. So we're just going to kind of walk up here. There you go around. I don't know. Man, it's a pretty big settlement. So this is where we came in last time. And we walked to this and then up and we took shelter in that house there from that storm. Okay, so it's a settlement for 48 years. We bought most of our tools and clothing and shoes for the children and flour and salt and one thing from the store, maybe once a week, sometimes maybe twice a week. you send an order or anything where you have to get a money order, you'd have to go over there. Chestnuts, ginseng, hides of skunks, raccoons, possums, horses were sold in Virginia. Sea taters, corn liquor, and wool shorn from the sheep was sold in Ewing. I wonder what led them here. So, no camping, no horses, no ATVs. Can you imagine, like, living here? Or... oh, probably. I don't know anything else that would have that kind of footprint. We're currently here by the seasonal thing, which is closed. They close it when it's freezing. So I guess they considered this a road. I guess we'll walk up and then just kind of see what we can see in here. Walk back, maybe walk around the cemetery, walk over here. Seems like most everything's over here and over here. Schoolhouse. Okay. So we'll just walk. I think it was this because they were up here by this pump and we were like, I don't know. We were just in a state. Oh, private residents do not enter. Huh. Boy, it's a slanty porch. This is the Park Hensley house. I wonder if that was by design to like have the porch slanted like that. Wow, we'll go over here. Because this over here is the Burt Hensley farm. House, granary, that's for the Finley Hensley farm. This is cool though, all the fancy stuff. Oh, apples. I'm surprised they had, like, you know, basements. That wasn't common, was it?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it says private. It says private. I like that porch. Dude, that porch looks rickety.
Yeah. I guess maybe as a Hensley still own all this stuff. They just let you come
Visit it.
Yeah.
Shame you can't kind of see inside. I said it's a shame you kind of can't see inside. Well, there's some hand sanitizer. Or soap or something. That's some interesting siding. Oh, that's what that is? Oh, they roost in there?
some kind of feeder or something for animals.
Let's see. Hog pen?
Oh, okay.
And how they felt about their place getting turned into a national park. Like, sorry, you're gonna have to move. We're acquiring your land. There's a single gate, and then they've got the big double gate.
I guess that's just.
Well, do we want to? So 23 was the granary.
Oh, okay.
Seems so weird that it's just us up here, you know. Because I don't think, according to that map, there wasn't anything more that way. So we'll walk down there. And then, yeah. I guess you go across here. Dad would know. Boy, I bet you see all kinds of snakes up here. Alright.
That should be a bit better porch.
Well, I thought so until that. What's in there, Sally? Is that a big pot?
Or a door access or something.
Oh, it don't open? Oh, they even had a little porch on this back side. Alright, I guess we'll walk on it this way. So it looks like these trees have had a hard life. Now you can see in here. Ooh, snow. Yeah, there's desks in there. That's really cool. I don't think I want to go anywhere near that anyway.
It's got a big hole in it.
It's one of them double seaters. It's got 2 seats in it. There was a shelter in the main trip. I don't know if you've seen it, where it had the 2. So this is a old schoolhouse. I want to enjoy a street waffle while we walk to some of the rest of it. I wonder if the railing used to be all the way up to like the bottom right here. This is the house that me and Mom took shelter in when we were here last time and had the filled backpack. This is the Lee's Gibbons farm. So 13 is the house. Yeah. Don't let you in it. Alright, here's where me and Mom sat for 2 hours.
Got up.
Does this look familiar, Sally?
Can you still
Oh no.
Where's the chimney?
Oh, that is interesting. I wonder if Dad's ever seen a design like that. Huh. I wonder if I can get in here.
to be.
Is this crab apples?
No. What was this? I figured the first year was a corn crib.
Let's see. So I guess we've come to this juncture. So we'll go right and go that way. Two families. Yeah, man, it's cold. I think it's definitely colder today than it was yesterday. Little rock wall there. Yeah, this is where we came walking down. Oh, look at the deer. Man, is he big or what? No. Stay, Sally.
They do that so easy.
Mm-hmm. What are you gonna do? Jump the fence? I'm surprised he ain't like snorting and stuff. Cotton eyes. I'm not interested. Oh. So that was then 8. The apple hole. House runs. Okay. Yeah, house runs. 8's the apple hole. And the apple hole is right here. I guess that's how they stored their apples.
Yeah. Grandpa and them, they had a
oh, okay, so I wonder if that right there is the smokehouse ruins. That's the house ruins. Oh, they got it nailed shut. Oh, look at these grindstones, millstones. Checking them out, Sally. Are they kosher? So what is this? Yeah. Yeah, like an old one. Oh, that's a hog pen?
Yeah.
Because we saw everything, didn't we?
Except for those two things. That
Well, the barn, I think that's what we just saw.
yeah.
And 9.
Was the hog pen.
Okay. Yeah, so that's it. And then 6 is the outhouse. That's that thing is.
Yep.
Alright, well, that's Hensley Settlement. We didn't wander around the hay fields or anything, but I mean, that's just hay fields. Just grass. This is really neat though. Yeah, it's a neat little settlement to come up here and explore and just, you know, see how they, you know, the houses and the barns and stuff, you know, that they lived in. But we'll hit the trail. Really? Got it? You can see where they've been falling. This is just really neat. Alright, so here's where we came down from the failed trip. Oh. And hold on. Keep going to the right. Stay on the ridge trail to reconnect up. Oh, look at this overhang, Mom. I made it out of that. Whew. My hydration bladder is still froze. Well, not the bladder itself, just the hose part. Guess I'll have to invest in an insulating thing for it. What that was? Say, you might want to know your head, babe. I thought maybe it was like an old sign or, you know, park sign or something. Huh? So there's some more of that split rail fencing stuff. Well, there's plenty of water on this section between them. Whatever the trail that is between Hensley and along this ridge trail. What's over here? I don't think this is the trail. It's just a little clearing. This is like an old house place remnant. I wonder if this is like an old house place. See, because I'm wondering if this is like the foundation or like fireplace or something of an old one. That's interesting. I wonder where that road down through there goes. Oh, I bet this is the trail. This is the intersection. So, Sand Cave is 4.6. I don't even tell you how far it is to the Chadwell Gap. Alright, we're going to take a lunch break here at Hensley. Try to find us a sunny spot to sit. So, Sally's having an epic venison bar. I'm having a cashew cookie water bar. And then, depending on how hungry I am, I may go ahead and share this with Sally. Peanut butter cookie water bar. Did you already find you a treat over there by the tree? I haven't. Here's Take it. Take it. Right. Had a nice little lunch. Short lunch. Too cold to sit and stay long. So the distance probably between Hensley and Chadwell is maybe a half mile. I don't even think it's that. And we liked our stay last night at Chadwell. It was really nice. I know, that's what I was just saying. I actually liked that better than I did Hensley. Kind of glad we got to stay at Chadwell. I mean, it was, whew. But like I say, that night sky last night was absolutely just gorgeous. So many stars and stuff. But I couldn't stay out there long enough. I mean, I was already numb, but yeah. Alright, so now it's time to go to Chadwell. 2.8. Oh no, I wonder if it just goes up top of that ridge. No, I don't feel like climbing again. Yeah, it's steep and slippery coming down through here. We're having to do a shuffle. Oh, can you go back in there? This is so neat.
Original trail went up.
It's nice that they have concrete steps, but they kind of really need to kind of keep it going up the hill there. Well, that's a ginormous step. Jeez. Man, that's like chest high. Who's gonna step up that high? Boy, it's a big cliff. Like timber. That's some big steps. Yeah. You imagine going up them?
Yeah, I know.
Wow, I love that view. Imagine we're parked somewhere down in the valley. I think this is going to be one of those trails I don't care to repeat. Oh yeah, and you about have to, because I mean that's almost chest high or knee high, you know. Yeah, but even then, like, at least you can see the rocks. This you can't even see because of the leaves. Yeah, really. Oh, look at this rest spot, Mom. Oh. You going down south? I reckon so. What's a steep trail? Come here, it's okay. The good girl. Barely even see them cliffs.
Just the tip tops of them.
Yeah. I think the trail goes that way, but this hill is like it's some or something. Huh.
Is that weird in there?
Man, it just looks like an old foundation or something. See, this looks like it's been on some sort of road. You know, because like it went that way.
I think it's a rock up there.
The stream coming off Chadwell Gap is dry. Under these rocks, there's a lot of like little loose rock like this that you don't see. Now, if the rest of the trail was like this, that'd be nice. What looks like might be a stream there occasionally. Dry. Now, a lot of water on the south side of this ridge. Just looking back at where we were at. That makes me tired. I don't know if there's parking here that way, but it's not listed as an official parking spot with the Park Service. So we take a left and go up a hill. It's gonna be the longest 1.1. I mean, if you're looking for solitude, this is probably the place for you. Because other than the one guy we passed coming down Hot Rocks the other day, and after we set up at Chadwell last night, we heard a few people walk by, assuming it was the Boy Scout group. That's it. You're not seeing. We haven't even seen anybody today. So, yeah. I mean, through this trail, just like I can't imagine coming up this trail. It's exhausting coming down. I can't imagine going up. So no, it's worth it to go to Sand Cave if you haven't been. That's where it's just roaming around Hensley Settlement and all that. And, you know, okay, really cool history stuff. Back into the car. I think we got about 5/8 or a mile or so left. This last like mile and a quarter has just been like rolling up and down, up and down. Like there's no up. Yeah, it's long and it's even harder when it's cold. Just your body's having to work hard just to you know, produce normal energy to go and then try to produce energy to keep warm. You know, plus you're bundled in layers and makes it a little harder to move. Enjoyed it. It's been fun with Mom. Have you liked our little adventure? At least it wasn't a misadventure. No, but as you'll see in the video, or you know, if you watch it to this point, you've seen water's kind of scarce. So, especially on these south-facing slopes. But other than that, like we really haven't had too much problem other than just trying to keep our feet warm. But, great first winter backpacking trip. Hopefully learn some lessons and apply them to the next one. I'll just keep showing y'all our trails to the car. It's been a little bit tricky with the leaves and stuff because where it's not a heavily used trail, you can't really see what's under your foot. So that makes walking a little slower. Yeah. Deer blinds. Well, that's an interesting blind. That's an awfully big blind. Get to the wilderness boundary and the trail becomes clear. Yep, rocks. But at least, I mean, this looks heavily traveled though. Isn't it crazy how it can go just from piles of leaves to this? Like, that's a major contrast, you know? You see the car? There's some sort of barn, maybe? You see the car! Yay! I'm so happy to see the car. I'm tired. Mom's tired, but the warmest she's been all day. Oh yeah. I'm fixing to crank up the heat. Anyway, it's been a fun one. We'll see you guys next time. Well, I don't know if I showed y'all the parking lot. But yeah, it's just funny that this last like quarter mile has just been like clear. No leaves at all. It's like somebody just came through and like swept. Anyway, this is the parking lot for Hensley Settlement. So it's 3.9 all the way to the settlement, 2.8 to the ridge trail. It's a long 2.8. Long 3 point, whatever it was. Anyway. We're here. There's trash containers here for your garbage. They got a little sign. I mean, there seems to be plenty of parking. So, we'll see you guys next time.